Hey, welcome to the How to Play Lava Ball video. The components here are from a prototype, so the board you have will look a little different. The important thing though is that it's on a hexagonal grid. I'm showing how the lines connect. And these are the field spaces, all these intersections here, and each side has a goal section here. Each team's goalie will start at the edge of the goal in the front. These back four spots are the scoring spots. That's where you're trying to kick the ball into to score a point. And the field players are going to start on the field. A field player on either team can never enter to the edge of the goal spot or go into the goal. The goalie can enter his own goals. Like this goalie will be able to run back here and move around in here. The goalies can run out on the field too. So like this goalie can come out here and can move around inside their goal. But a field player could never even go to the edge of the goal and can't go inside the goal to the scoring spots. On your turn, you're first going to check if you have possession, which is when one of your players is next to the ball. At the start, no one's going to have possession, so you'll have to run. You run every turn. When you run, your turn ends. So to run, you just take one of your players and move them in a straight line there. You can move as far as you want them to, can't go through lava, can't go through another player, and the field players can't go through, can't enter the goal. So as an example, green runs, and then it's purple's turn. So purple could run here, for example. Now, green starts the turn with possession because green has a player with the ball next to it. So now green can take multiple actions in the possession phase. So the way that works is you take unlimited actions, pivot and kick. You cannot pivot with the same player twice in a row. That's your only restriction. So pivot is to take the ball one space around the player. So like this player could pivot the ball to there. And kick is move the ball away in a line as far as you want to go. So green could do that, for example, or green could kick it out here. Let's say green could pivot, kick to here, and then this player could kick to here. Now, green still has to run to end the turn. So at the end of the turn, green could say run here. So you want to keep the ball where you have possession so that you're not giving your opponent chances to take control of it. For example, if green had kicked it up here and then ran forward, now purple's got possession, so purple can start pivoting and kicking it around. Now, something to note about, I'll say purple let's say if purple did here, that would be a really bad move, right? Because green could then pivot and kick and score. And I'll talk more about scoring in a moment, but that's just to show you, that's how a score could happen. Now, a few things about the pivot action. You can't pivot with the same player twice in a row, but you can change players. So for example, let's say the position was like this. This player on the right could pivot here. He can't immediately pivot again right there, but this player over here, his teammate, can pivot here, and this one could pivot. So you want to set up your players in a way that you can move the ball around to get it where you want to go. Another thing is you can pivot onto other players except for the opponent's goalie. So back to the start of the game, green opens like this, and purple ran here. Green can actually pivot the ball onto purple's player and kick right through him into the goal and score, right? So you can pivot onto a player and kick through. Same thing with your own players. So like position was, like this. Green could pivot onto here and kick through, but as soon as the ball moves, so pivot and kick here, it can't go past that player. Now, except for the opponent's goalie. That means that if the opponent's goalie was here, green could not pivot onto their goalie. It's going to matter a lot whenever you're attacking. The opponent will be moving their goalie to defend the goal. Okay, so now I'll just play a few example turns just to kind of show you how the game might go. So say green runs here, and purple run to here. Remember, running ends your turn. So you can pivot and kick the ball there. Now, if you run into the ball, you'll just kick it forward. So green could run there, push the ball forward. Green could run all the way to there. Green could not run. That would push the ball off the board, right? Green run there. All right, purple's going to try chasing the ball down here. Now, in this case, purple got too close, so green's going to be able to pivot and kick it right through. And then green could, say, run this player here. All right, so purple's gonna run, push the ball forward. Okay, now green wants to get in, so green might run to here. Okay, and say purple runs to here. Now, green would love to run over here and get in the way, but this lava blocks green's player movement. The ball can go through lava, but players cannot. So green's going to run to here. Now, in this case, green's actually made a mistake and opened up a spot on their goal down this way. Purple can pivot with this player. This player will now pivot one space there, kick to here, passing to this player who's going to pivot and then kick and scoring a goal. Congratulations, purple. Okay, so purple completed the possession part of the turn. Purple still needs to take a run. So purple, but before that, because the goal was scored, both goalies reset to the center. They're already at the front center of their edge of goal, so they stay there. But say if green moved over here or something, or out in the field, wherever, green, all the goalies would revert to their starting positions. Now, purple still needs to finish their turn, so purple takes a run. Now, because purple scored, purple will take a celebration run. So it might run to here, right? Or say, maybe to here. Okay, now green gets to take 2 defensive runs. So green might run to there and say to there. And now green's going to do a kickoff. But before green does a kickoff, green gets to place a lava on the field. The lava cannot go next to an existing edge of goal or next to an existing lava. It can go anywhere else. So green might put a lava, say, here. And that's going to, oh no, green can't put there because that's next to the edge of goal, right there in the front. But green could put it here, right? And that's going to block purple from getting over there. Maybe green's idea is to run this player back around, but limit these purple players from getting over there. Now for the return kick. So green now needs to return kick. So green gets to place their goalie on any of the edge of goal spots and then do a kick. There's no combinations after. So green doesn't get to do, this isn't like a full possession turn. So green just wants to kick the ball out, and green might say go here and kick to there. And now it's purple's turn. And purple scored a point, and the first player to 2 points wins. That is the basics of how to play lava ball. There's just one more thing to know in lava ball. If the ball is ever stuck, meaning it's surrounded on all possible sides by either out of bounds or players or edge of goal or even the goal, like if it's here and there's players here and here, then the ball will revert back to the middle. So for example, if this is the position and it's green's turn and green runs a player here, the ball is now completely surrounded, running into green's turn, and the ball warps back to the middle. Additionally, if it's possible, a new lava will go down where the ball warped from. And again, the rule for that is just that a lava cannot be next to an existing lava or any of the edge next to an existing edge of goal spot. Otherwise, it can go down any space. So in this case, green ran forward and is now threatening an attack on the goal, and purple is going to need to run a player to get in the way of the shot. And yeah, that is how to play lava ball. And as an end of this video, I want to show you a cool combination as possible to give you an idea of what can happen in lava ball. So say it's green's turn here, and purple's got goalie here, and this player is here, and so green doesn't have any good shots on the goal, so it looks, but green has an excellent position of players. So green can actually score here. Green's going to kick the ball here. This player will pivot, kick down to the goalie who's ran out in the field. Goalie pivots, kicks through the lava to here. This player kicks up to here, and this player kicks and scores a goal. So to show that again, the ball starts here. Green kicks, pivots, kicks, pivots, kicks, and scores.